See, I have my hood on because I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. So here's the thing. Here's what's going on, y'all. Somebody has requested a couple of times for me to do a red eye look with the Festival palette by Juvia. And I've kind of been avoiding it. I was like, okay, girl, I got you. But then again, it was like, but do I have you? So I'm going to do it now. Now, here's the problem. I'm lazy. So I haven't practiced this look because I'm going to start prepping my eyes right now. I'm talking to you all. So I haven't practiced this look, but I said, let me just go on and do it, because what happens is if I practice it and I do it, then I don't feel like doing it again right away. So I have an idea in my head about how I want it to look. And so we're going to see if that happens. So this is what I'm going to say. Hey, if you're new, come on in. And hey, my gorgeous ones. So if you would like to see me do this festival red eye look, stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back, and I'm still prepping my eyes. And as some of you, if you're new to me, I use the chart. We know what that means, what people say that for, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's the Tarte Shape Tape, because it's a horrible concealer for me, especially under an eye, which is primarily what I want to conceal. But on my eyes, it's lovely. So that's what I use it for, because I'm going to use this $24 thing of stuff up, you know. So after that, I'm going to set my eyes with this NYX whipped cream. It's a white, because I want my eyes to be a little bit lighter. You know, I want the base to be a little bit lighter. And I also want to get rid of the stickiness, because sometimes when it's like that, you can't blend the shadows well. So you do need to, that's why I'm doing that also. So this isn't necessarily going to, because I'm not going to put on so much that it's going to be super lighter, but just enough, a nice dusting to, you know, set this primer in place. What's up right there? All right. Okay, so I'm using the Festival palette. And, okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to do kind of like this red smoky eye. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. And I normally use these three colors right here and possibly this color right here, you know, to do a little deepening, maybe of the crease or whatever. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this, which is Oro, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade. Let me get me a brush. Let me get me a brush. For people who don't, I don't know, I never talk about brushes, but this is the Morphe M576. It's one of their basic Morphe brushes, but it's pretty decent, you know. So yeah, I'm going to do my transition with this. And you know, I know that I have not created all of my 30 days of looks, but as I was telling in my live yesterday, I don't know. I think it's not so much that I couldn't do it. I just started stressing out about it, and I was trying to do too much. Like, let's be honest, is that the majority of us, of my viewers that really watch me, are my older ladies, and it's because, you know, we're all trying to approach makeup and, you know, get our look on. I get it, you know, but so I don't need to do like, you know, all these wild looking looks and everything. And then the other thing was I was trying to just use one palette each time, mainly because, and I'm putting a lot on because I really want this to be on, because I have a tendency to be pretty light-handed. So I'm trying to make them a little more intense. So that's why you notice that I'm still putting, you know, this transition color on, because I tend to be very, very light-handed. And I want this to be a little more intense. Because a lot of times I'll look and I'll be like, okay, especially on my left eye, because for some reason, it's hard sometimes to balance the color. Is it just me? But okay, anyway. But okay, let me just talk about, the fact is that the majority of you, my viewers, you know, and my people that I know watch me, my subscribers, tend to be older. And a lot of us, especially my Black ladies, my women of color, my African Americans, I don't like to say that, I say black, we really didn't wear a lot of makeup. And so some of us are really grasping makeup. It's so funny because my cousin was like, girl, you always wear makeup. And I forgot how much I did. But I went through a period where I wasn't, you know, I don't know. I had lost my glamour. And now my glamour's back in a big way. So yeah, I'm just going to keep building this up because I'm with Juvia's, the problem is you can build up real quick. So that's why I tap a lot and then I keep going in because it's easier to build up and harder to take away. So I think I'm cool with this. Let me look at this in here because when I'm looking on this side, this one doesn't get as much. Okay, yeah, and so one of the things I do try to do, because I'm not going to sit here normally and blend and blend and blend, because, you know, we were talking about that, is like the people who do these tutorials that we watch, they will have been working on their face for a while. They've edited out a lot. And so I try to keep my looks in a normal timely fashion, because the majority of us are not going to spend an hour and a half on our eyes. We're just not, you know, we're not going to sit there and just blend and blend, you know, this one spot for like 10 minutes just to make sure it's perfect. We're not doing that. We're older, so we need to be able to get it done, you know, get it done and make it still pretty though. That's the thing. You want to get it done, but you also need it to be pretty. So the next color I'm going to use is Ophala, which is that orange. And that's going to go into my crease. Because I brought down the Oro into my crease. But this is going to this is going to be my crease. This is going to be in my crease right here. So this is going to be the crease, you know, yeah, so when I do it, you know, I try to make sure that I want a good blend, but I also am not trying to do something that's so difficult that, you know, people really can't do it. I mean, my stuff is not that hard. Now, I am going to try to do a few other things like a reverse smoky eye and things like that. But even then, I'm trying not to do something that's like incredibly hard. And the thing is, you know, it's important that and I also want to be one of the faces of women at our age, you know, 40s and 50s, who's not afraid of color, who doesn't say that we have to, you know, fade into the woodwork and we can't wear beautiful, colorful shadows and things. Because, you know, that's what they say now. They say as we get older, we got to stop doing all this. We got to stop doing all this. We can't be this fucking fabulous. You know, that's for the young. And now I want to talk about that too. So let's talk about that. You know, I saw somebody and I didn't watch it because, quite frankly, yeah. Okay, anyway, I won't say. But anyway, ageism in the beauty industry, in the beauty community. Well, let's be honest. Ageism is all over. You know, especially for us as women, you know, men don't have to deal with it as harshly as we do, because, you know, we are looked at upon things like, you know, how we age and everything. And I think that's part of the reason why all these younger people are getting all this cosmetic procedure so early. And then, you know, like for instance, we know that everybody who knows me on here knows that I don't have any cosmetic procedures. I don't have any fillers. I don't have anything like that. Anything that happens to my face, I do at home. You know, I might go get a facial here and there, but the majority of things that happen with my face, I've done myself. Hold on, it's hot in here. Let me turn on the fan. So I was looking at stuff and I'm looking at people and I'm like, damn, you know, everybody's got their lips plumped up. Everybody's doing, and I'm not mad at you for doing it, but there's also has to be a space for people who are just this, you know. And yes, I work hard to keep my face, you know, well with, you know, cleansers and toners and serums and things. And I work like that because I still want my face to look youthful. I don't want it to, you know, get to a point, but it is. And as they come, I'm just going to deal with them. Now, I can fight them to a certain extent, but the reality is they're going to be there. Now, the question is, will I go and get some things done? I can't say that I will or I won't, because who knows? In the next 5 years, I might say, bitch, you looking crazy. Let's get some work done. I hope that I'm not that person. And it's not necessarily that I'm that person, but I hope that I will be comfortable with my skin and where I am, that I can age like that. I do know I'm not gonna, you know, color my gray. I've already decided that. So I'm gonna deepen this crease just a little bit with this Kaliki. So I do know that. I do know that I'm not planning on doing that because I just want to let it, you know, I want to gray the way I'm going to gray. I'm not going to like try to like, because it's so funny. I come from a family, my mom's side of the family, she was the youngest. And she would have been 90 something this year. But growing up, they always wanted to make her younger because, of course, her being the youngest, she couldn't tell her real age because she has 5 older sisters. Because by her saying she was this age, well, how old are you? So I grew up with my mama was the one who was like, I'm okay with my age, but they never, my aunts always said they always swore that my mother was lying about her age, that she wanted to be older. And it's like, no, wenches, y'all want to be younger. You see, I'm having a problem right there with this. Now I got to fix that. Okay. So that, for some reason, on this side, I think I must have something here. The black wasn't, the Kaliki wasn't isn't blending as well as I would like it to. So let me put a little more on here. Let me see what I'm doing wrong. So, because see, this side looks beautiful. This side is a little patchy. So there we go. Let me diffuse it a little bit. And see, now this one is deeper than this side. So let me make this side a little deeper, because this is just the way I wanted it. But yeah, so I grew up when my mama was on the, look, I'm okay with how old I am. And they were swearing my mama was trying to be, you know, younger, older than she was because she was the youngest. And my mother's thing was, nah, y'all just want to be younger than you are. And so there was this great divide, and I'm on my mother's side. I'm okay, as long, you know, because I know that when people look at me and I say I'm 51, people don't think, oh, she's 50. They be like, oh, I thought she was 55. You know, everybody goes, oh, you look so much younger, which is very good for the ego. No lies, no lies. I am not going to lie about it. But I also want every woman to know that you are beautiful at every age. And this whole belief that, you know, as we get older, we can't be as vibrant, we can't be as bold. I want to be one of those voices that says, hell yes you can. Hell yes you can. You can be as vibrant and as bold as you want to be. And you will be just as, and you know, and how dare somebody tell you you can't. That's why, I mean, I don't care about people doing cosmetic procedures, but I also think if you're going to do that and be in the beauty community, you need to be honest about it. You need to say, yeah, this is what I've done to myself to enhance me. Because, especially when the younger ones, because you have these young girls, young people looking at you, young boys and girls looking at you, and they want to get that look. But they're not going to have that look because they haven't filled their lips, so they're super pooched out. They haven't done those things. And I don't think that we should, you know, make it so mandatory that people feel like they need to do all those things. You know, yeah, get you some makeup, have fun with it, you know, learn how to contour, you know, wear some foundation, but you don't have to do all the other things to be pretty, you know. And now, speaking of that, now on the flip side, I don't like, you know, this whole shaming thing that people are doing about people with, see, you know, there's lies, they lying to you, they creating this false thing. Okay, so now I'm using Zafa, which is that red. So we're going to see if this works the way I want it to. So what I'm basically doing is I'm trying to create this kind of smoky eye effect and the red at the bottom. So now I need to make this very, very, very intense. So I want this to be, so, because like right now, I just look like I got punched in the eye. Don't I? I just look like I got punched in the eye. So I'm going to fix this up. I'm going to fix this up, y'all. Okay, so first off, I noticed that I didn't blow this out enough for my liking, so I'm going to blow it out a little more. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the Kaliki, which is this dark, that black on the very edges, and try to deepen that up. And then I'm going to clean up the edge, but I just need it blown out a little more. It's not going to be that far out, but it will be out. And now I'm going to take this Ofala, which is that bright orange, bring that up in there again. And I'm also going to take some of that Oro, which is that gold, do that up in there. Really blend this in. The transition is fine. It's just this red is very intense. This red is very intense, y'all. I had no idea it was gonna come off like this on my skin. I did not think it was gonna look like this. Did y'all think it was gonna look like this? Because I'm looking very yeah, I'm looking very zombie-ish. But you know what? I'm gonna make this work. Because the thing is that happens, honestly, with looks like this is that until you finish them, they look crazy. And now once I do some other things, it might look fine. But right now, because we're just looking at it like this and going, oh. Okay, so I'm pulling that out. I'm blowing that out a little more too. And like I said, it's not going to be perfectly blown out because I'm going to clean it up. So I will be cleaning it up in a minute. This looks so crazy, y'all. So now let's go on, and I'm going to put a little more of the orange into the red and see if that's gonna change it a little bit. So I'm putting in some more of that Ofala. And a little more Azafa right here in the middle right here. Because I feel like I'm missing right there on this one. This calls for a wing. This is going to have a wing, baby. So I'm going to clean this up. And then I'm going to put my wing on because this definitely needs an incredible wing. Because what do I say? When in doubt, wing it out. And this is going to need a wing. So I'll be... Oh, I thought she was coming. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Okay, so anyway, I am back. Most of my makeup is on, face is on, eyebrows are on. Let's do the lower lash line. And now, see what I'm saying is that even though it was looking crazy to me, I like it now because I've, you know, added on the things that you need. And so sometimes when you're doing your eyes, go ahead and finish. At least get that eyeliner on and see how it looks. Because sometimes it's not as bad as you think. It's just, you know, until you finish it up, it can be a little crazy looking. I mean, I'm just being honest. Okay, so I'm going to do the lower lash line. Let me grab something to do it with. Oh, these colors are so bright and so intense. I am going to have to wash these brushes definitely tonight. Okay, so I'm going to do the Ofala, and I'm going to use that across my whole lower lash line. And I'm going to push it in as close as I can. Sometimes I'm not the best with this part of it. You know, my lower lash line, I still kind of like... I'm always trying to get that right. I always feel like I just don't get it right. And that's kind of like a problem area for us as older women, because we might have, you know, the lower lash line is where the wrinkles happen a lot. So, kind of got to be a little, you know. So I'm going to smudge this out just a little bit. You got to be a little careful with it. You know, because you don't want to have it while you're looking crazy. And then I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to clean it off a little bit. And I'm going to use the Izafa, the red. And I'm going to put that on the right at the back. You know, the outer third of my lower lash. And sweep it into, like, toward the, my wing. So it kind of all, you know, comes together. Okay, and then I'm just going to smudge that all out. Give it a little smudge. Give it a little smudge. And boom! That is done. And since I'm almost done, I'm good. This is it for now. I will come back with the lashes on. I'll come back with a little lashes on, and I'll come back with some lipstick on. I'm trying to decide what lipstick color, but since I'm doing this like beautiful, beautiful, bright and bold eye, I'm going to go, we'll see. We will see. See you in a little bit. All right, so here is the look. I gotta say, I kind of really love it. I'm so glad I did actually try it. I didn't think I was gonna like the red or anything, but it came out really nice. And of course, wing it out, baby, wing it out. So, you know, hey, you know what I say? If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave some comments. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe, because that's the right thing to do. All right, it's your LuuLuu. Be bold, be brave.